Hello everyone, Spurs Day, Thursday Spurs Day. Who's feeling it? Be honest, who's feeling it? Are you feeling it? I ain't feeling it. I've got to be honest. After recent performances, you'd be a fool to be upbeat for this one, wouldn't you? You'd be a fool. Chelsea, the team that loves to beat us, the team that we have a terrible record against. But, of course, everything's all right now, all rosy in the garden, because Jose and Dele have made up. So, is Dele the answer? Is he going to be super duper now and really make a difference? I doubt it. I've got to be honest, I doubt it. He's not been playing particularly well, and being in and out of the team has not helped him, that's for sure. Now, I love Dele. I think he's a great lad. I think he's a great player. I think he's got such quality and such ability. But he's one of those flair players. He's one of those guys who can turn a game just like that, but at the same time, he can be really frustrating if it's not coming off. You know, everyone goes, "Oh, stop flicking it, keep it simple." But that's not him. He's not that player. He's not that player who can do it simple, who can keep it simple. And if you take that away from him, then you're limiting the impact that he's got in the game. This is just my opinion, right? So don't crucify me for it. It's just an opinion. But, you know, you take that edge away from him and you ain't got the same player. And I do feel that maybe that's what's been the problem. That Jose has said to him, you know, you need to be more defensive, or you need to be more, you know, professional, or you need to be more restrained, or whatever. And of course, you do that to a player like Dele and you're taking away what he brings to the game, which is that flair and the ability to do something out of the blue, out of the ordinary, you know. So I'm not banking on Dele's contribution tonight, if indeed he does play, to be the turning point and the thing that we've been waiting for. Now, I've got to be honest, I'd love to be wrong. I'd absolutely love to be wrong. I'd be over the moon to see Dele turn up and be amazing. Absolutely over the moon. But we're on this run, and Chelsea is not a team you want to be playing when you're in this kind of run, is it? You know, they love to beat us. They hate us. They're like pretty much like most other London clubs. They all hate us. They all think they're our biggest rival. You know, for me, it's only ever going to be Arsenal. But West Ham seem to think that we're their rival, and Chelsea seem to think that we're their rival. You know, that's their choice. But, you know, I don't really think about them in that respect. I want to beat them because I want the 3 points. But, you know, I'm kind of waffling now, aren't I? Sorry. But yeah, so I'm not confident. I'm a little bit worried about it. I don't want to be on the back of a hiding. And I kind of don't think we will be. I don't think we'll be on the back of a hiding, but I really can see this being a 0-0. A lot of my friends that I talk to a lot are calling out a loss tonight. I'm trying to be a little bit more optimistic than that, with a potential draw. But yeah, you know, what does he do now? You know, what does Jose do now? You know, we see that he's not really favouring Vinicius. He doesn't seem to be getting into the team, so I don't know what's going on there. Whether that's just how he's feeling about it, how he's feeling about the player, and how he fits in. Excuse me while I'm looking. So I don't know whether we're going to see anything of him tonight. I mean, I'd like to think so, because, you know, you're bringing a second striker to be your second striker, surely. That's what you want him in the squad for, you know. So I guess we'll see. You know, I guess we'll see by his tactics. But I don't think he'll change an awful lot. I think he'll stick to his guns, because he is a guy that likes to stick to what he knows, and he's quite stubborn from that perspective. So it won't matter how much time we call out for for Vinicius, or how much time we call out for, you know, Dele or Roden or whoever else ain't playing that we think should be in the team because they're great because they're not playing. But it's going to be a hard watch tonight, I think. They might fool us, they might change us, it might just be one of them nights, you know, new manager coming in for them. They're, you know, not been playing great, you know, they're not the team they was, they're not the force they was. But there always seems to be this mentality thing to me. You know, it always seems to be that we have a mentality issue when it comes to certain teams. You know, we always struggle against Liverpool, for instance. We never really, you know, get a run of results against them. It always seems to be, you know, you might throw out an odd one here and there, but generally speaking, they always seem to come out on top. Well, that's my living memory anyway. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's how it feels. That's my perception. So, you know, and Chelsea just seems to be another one of them that we don't have a great time with. But here's hoping, eh? You know, here's hoping things could go our way. You know, it could turn around. We could get it absolutely spot on. Josie could get his tactics right, and at the end of the day, I'll be happy if it hits someone on the back of the head as they're running away from goal and it bobbles over the line and gives us a 1-0 win. I'd be absolutely chuffed to bits and over the moon about it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. My one of my cousins is an ardent Chelsea fan, so I'm sure he'll be giving me some stick later if what we suspect will happen does. But trust me, if it doesn't and we get the job done, I'll be giving him plenty. Anyway, just the one last thing I wanted to call out. For those of you guys that like a bit of YouTube, did an interview with a guy called David, the Irish Hotspur. It was great fun, really enjoyed it, had a good chat with him about some of my old memories, old times. So if you're interested, go over and check that out. I'm sure he'd be keen on the subscribers. He's getting really close to the magic 1,000 that makes you a legitimate YouTuber. So yeah, give him a look, check him out, watch the video, give him a thumbs up, give him a like, all that kind of stuff, and a subscribe, because you know, he's working really hard to try and make his channel work. So good luck to him, and I'll leave it there, guys. Up the Spurs.